three teenagers go out for a nighttime stargazing adventure into the woods. However, little did they know that something else would be out there, lurking in the dark and watching their every single move. And with that being said, hit the like button and let's get into it, shall we? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Wherever you may be in the world right now, hello, my name is Lloyd, and today you're watching When Evil Follows. It was in the last stage of the year 2002 when three teenagers embarked upon something that they could only describe as a nightmare. Something that was straight out of a horror movie. It was the winter season, when three college students had broken up from their educational studies to see in the Christmas holiday. The days were shorter, genuinely falling dark out at around 5 PM in the evening. It was a Friday night when Donna Lobel decided to invite her friends Melissa and Maya around to her house for a sleepover to watch some girly Netflix, play on the Nintendo and talk about girly stuff. Both Melissa and Maya agreed, and just an hour or so later Melissa arrived at Donna's house first, and just 15 minutes later or so, Maya turned up. The girls went upstairs to put their sleepover stuff in Donna's bedroom and then headed back downstairs to the front room to play Super Mario Kart on the Nintendo 64, as planned. Now the girls played for a couple of hours or so with Donna, pretty much dominating every single round. And that's when Maya suggested something that seemed like a really cool idea, and I guess at the time it was. Maya suggested to both Donna and Melissa going for a walk to their favourite spot in the woods. That just happened to be a 5-minute walk away from Donna's house. It was a dark night and there wasn't any clouds in the sky, and all the stars were out in full force. It really was the perfect night for stargazing. The girls loved this adventurous stargazing idea as they had done this many times before. And with that, Donna ran upstairs to the study room to tell her dad where they were all going. And it was around 9 o'clock in the evening when all three girls left the house and headed on foot towards the woods, with Donna carrying her telescope and torch. And even though Donna would often get scared when walking out at night, as one of her biggest fears was the not knowing of what could potentially be out there, lurking in the dark. And both of her friends knew that, and so they would often comfort her during these similar situations. They approached the edge of the wood by following the old abandoned path, and by this time, for whatever reason, Donna was now showing signs of anxiety. They walked deeper into the wooded area, and eventually found an opening in the treetops, with the most amazing view of the stars above. I mean, it was the perfect place for stargazing. A familiar place the girls would often visit during the summer nights for camping and other similar occasions. The mood within the group was great. They were laughing and having fun, sharing secrets and just really enjoying the vibe. And with that, Donna carefully set up the tripod and telescope. Maya collected some dry wood, sticks and rocks, and Melissa built a campfire. Once lit, the fire gave them enough warmth and light for them to really take in and enjoy the surroundings. And in all honesty, it was beautiful. An hour or so later, it was now approaching 10:30 in the evening. The girls had managed to capture some really amazing photographs of the stars, and they were now sat around the campfire laughing and joking and taking selfies, talking about college and just really enjoying each other's company. When all of a sudden, Donna hears a strange and common sound coming from the dark behind her. Nothing you wouldn't really expect to hear out in the middle of the woods late at night. However, Donna soon started to get this really eerie and uncomfortable feeling that she was being watched. Bearing in mind the light of the fire is obviously going to attract the attention of smaller animals that live in the woods. She looked around and there wasn't really anything there to see except trees and darkness, and so she thought to herself, it's most probably some sort of small animal that's just scuttling around under the bushes in the dark. However, just 5 minutes later, this creepy sound coming from behind her started to change to something far less common. In fact, this creepy sound was now catching the attention of Maya and Melissa, as this strange sound seemed to be moving around them and moving in ever closer. Melissa reached over and grabbed the torch that was laying next to the fire, and she shined a torch through the trees. And once again, there was nothing really there to see, and even though nothing visually seemed to stand out of the ordinary, the girls' intuition and fear levels were now heightening, and so they decided to call it a night. They packed up the telescope, put the fire out, and made their way back to Donna's, as it was already late, and it was already starting to drop cold out. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the journey was only 5 minutes walk away back to Donna's house, although the walk back to Donna's house itself would prove to be a more intense experience than ever expected, and given the fact the girls had made the journey into the woods many times before during the summer evenings. However, this time it was different, as all 3 girls were really anxious and somewhat spooked. Walking quickly, the girls soon passed the outer edge of the wood, with Donna's house now firmly in sight. A sense of calm was soon felt between them all, and as they continued to walk the footpath, Melissa saw something out the corner of her eye. A shadow, a shape of a person or something. Totally freaked, she started to scream out to her friends.
"Look over there, someone's there. What is that? Something's watching us, look, right there in between the tree line. I swear it, look, look."
Now whatever it was there, it was real, and Melissa was definitely seeing someone, or something. And whatever it was she was seeing, it was physical in shape, and it was watching them from the tree line. And with that she started to run as quick as she possibly could, screaming out,
"Run! Bloody run!"
to her friends in pure fear. Melissa had already started to make distance in front, and reluctantly, Donna and Maya started to pick up the pace until all 3 were running as quick as they possibly could towards Donna's house. Out of breath and in panic, they arrived at the back door and ran into the house and slammed the back door closed. And once in the kitchen, Melissa started trying to explain to Donna and Maya exactly what she had seen. She said she saw something grey and pale in colour, something that was tall with arms and legs, like a person, but it didn't look human. It wasn't human. Now Donna, by this point, she looked absolutely terrified, and Maya uncomfortably tried to play the whole situation down by telling Melissa that it was just her imagination playing games, and nothing more. However, Donna and Melissa could tell that she was just being brave and trying to play the whole situation down. And that's when the family dog Eli started growling and barking at the door like as if there was somebody standing outside. Now Eli was a warm, friendly, lovable family pet. He was super friendly and he was a gentle animal and would often bark when hearing unusual noises coming from outside the property. But the one thing Eli never did was growl at the gap under the door in a vicious manner that just wasn't Eli, and it just wasn't in his nature to behave that way. Maya, unmoved by everything that was going on around her, she suddenly opened the back door and let the dog out. Eli then went racing out the back door, straight into the yard, and began pacing up and down the garden path, growling quite viciously, looking out towards the path leading off into the woods. Donna was calling Eli to come back inside, but he wasn't paying any attention as he was now at the end of the garden path, growling and barking into the darkest area of the yard, facing the woods. And that's when one of the girls, more specifically Maya, took this photograph of the dog, behaving in an aggressive and hypersensitive manner, as it was just really odd to see Eli behaving this way. After a while, Eli came back inside the house, and the 3 girls made their way upstairs, confused and somewhat shaken, you might say. Fast forward just 4 days, and Donna received some photographs from Maya, sent through Messenger. The photos sent were pictures of the girls on the night they went out stargazing, with the caption saying, "I thought you might enjoy these pictures. I'll see you soon." And yeah, the photos were pretty cool. However, that same day, and much later on in the evening, Maya sent another text message to Donna's phone saying, "Oh my god, look at the photograph of your dog." And so Donna did just that. She took another look at the photograph, and on the first and second view there didn't really seem to be anything that stood out. And just moments later, another text message pinged Donna's phone. This time it was from Melissa saying, "What is it?" So Donna responds back to Melissa's text message saying, "What are you talking about? What is what?" Melissa then responds back with just 5 words. "Zoom in above your dog." And in doing so, that's when Donna notices for the first time something completely out the ordinary, something so terrifying, hiding beyond the tree line. Near the bushes, the image clearly shows something quite disturbing, leaving many people totally unhinged. Now this image has been circling around the internet for quite some time now, and according to some of the readers and researchers on Reddit, they strongly believe the strange humanoid creature to be an alien grey from Zeta Reticuli, the binary star system. The greys most commonly known for abductions, time loss, and human hybriding and other dark agendas. And others speculate that the creature shown in the picture is of a shadow person. Shadow people are supernatural third-dimensional spirits who live and plague in the dark empty spaces of this world, where the human eyes can't see. Known by the Native American Indian tribe for many years as the taker of souls, supernatural humanoid beings willing to do harm to the most unsuspecting victims. Whatever it was, or whatever it is, the one thing is known for sure, the creature was more than close enough to the girls that night, and the ending could have been so different, and not in a good way. Since that night under the stars, Donna and her friends have spent many hours pondering over the possibilities over what could have been stalking them that night. Who knows, maybe this kind of event is much more common than we actually realise, and to this very day, the girls continue to stay well clear of the wooded area, especially at night. Hello there, and if you've enjoyed this video then please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit the bell. That way you'll get notifications each and every time we upload cool and interesting videos, similar to this one. So what did you think to this video? Alien Grey or Shadow People? Either way, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And with that being said, stay safe, do look after yourself, and I'll see you again the next time when evil follows. Bye.